With winter just around the corner, Encore is stepping up its tree trimming efforts, hoping to prevent power outages like we saw a year ago. But some customers think Encore is going too far. NBC5's Arlington reporter Tim Ciesco has more on one family's fight to save their tree.
If it weren't for this large oak in their backyard, Penny and Philip Scoggins say they might never have bought their house to begin with.
Fell in love with it.
And that's why they've spent the past 2 weeks trying to talk Encore out of cutting down roughly a third of it.
You take something that big off the tree, you could very well put the tree's health in danger.
The Scoggins got this flyer from Encore saying its crews would be coming through to cut limbs. Well, since they typically get their tree trimmed once a year, they decided to go ahead and have their own trimmers come in and work on the tree. That happened right around Thanksgiving, so they were surprised when Encore came back and said more needed to be done.
These limbs have been here for decades. They haven't been a problem. I just had it trimmed. Let's work something out.
On the heels of 2 historic outages this past year, Encore says it's stepping up efforts to keep limbs away from power lines.
We understand the frustrations of customers when it comes to tree trimming, but this all comes back to reliability.
They sent crews to the Scoggins house Tuesday morning to measure the distance between the limbs and power lines. They'll use that information to decide how much of the tree needs to come down, if at all.
We want to make sure that we're striking that balance between a customer's desire, but the reliability and the obligation that we have to provide that service.
The Scoggins say they're willing to help Encore strike that balance, if their tree can stay mostly intact. In Arlington, Tim Ciesco, NBC5.
The Scoggins say tonight they're still waiting for Encore to tell them what will happen. Penny says if necessary, she will chain herself to the tree.